Like the old saying goes, the time has come. The time has come, and excuse me, bad form of me to do that, but it's time. And let's see. Okay. I'm also looking at LTD and just checking and making sure that I did not miss my match. But enough about me. The time has come for some football, and I meant to do this yesterday, but of course, physically and mentally, oh my gosh, I was out. Also, hey, what's up, Cruz? Cruz, I'm happy to say that you do have a game today. Let me just get this out. Let me get my piece of paper out. But I'm happy to tell you that, let's see, I woke overnight, but did my team win the other game? Well, we're in the second round, so you won in the first round, yes. But today you're going to be going up against the Tennessee Titans today. So since you're here, I can give you your game. So it's not a problem. Not a problem. Let me just get this set up here. Such as okay, let me get this off. There we go. So, yep, you and the Kansas City Chiefs are still in the hunt to win the championship. You and 3 others, and then as well as the Tennessee Titans. So it's going to be a close game, and I'm looking forward to that right now. So no, Cruz, you're actually in time for your game. As a matter of fact. Okay, let me take this off and. Also, what's up, Clinton? I know that Blaze is doing a show, and I'm just looking at the matches just to see when my match comes in. But I wanted to get this done, so let's do it. I mean, but I can imagine. But yeah, I do know. I remember what it was like working overtime. It is difficult. I'm not gonna lie. So I know what it's like, and. It wasn't the first time, and I suspect it may not be the last time. Okay. Okay, cool. Got that. Perfect. So with that said, Cruz, are you ready to play on the field? Because like I said, you're going up against the Madden Super Bowl champions, the defending Madden Super Bowl champions, the Tennessee Titans. All right, let's get to it then. First, I'm also going to let everybody else that's also in this game know. So give me a moment. I will let them know. Let's see. Okay, I don't have a way to contact Shadow, but I'll contact Diamond and Najee pretty soon, so let me do that. And, of course, this would be a good opportunity for some of you guys to get your popcorn ready. So it's not a problem. Let's see, where is... Okay, Najee. There we go. And then Diamond, also known as Diamond's Light. Okay. And then for the Titans, Mobman, Elmeister, and Tanman. Get Mob. That is if I pick the right guy. Thank you very much. But hopefully you guys are doing well. For those of you in the chat. Okay, and then also let me check one thing before I start. I apologize for taking as long as I am. Let's see. Just wondering if no, it doesn't look like Mob is on a party. Otherwise, I would have invited him. Sabri wants to form a Dudley-inspired team. Really? Anyway. Alright, so I got Mob. Now I just need Tanman and Elmeister, and we're ready. Oh, there's Tanner. Alright, and last but not least, Elmeister. It is going. Nice. Looks like Robbie is in trouble. Oh, big punch by Feeling Kel. And last but certainly not least, Elmeister. All right, there we go. So now that I've contacted him, now it's time. Of course, the other game only has the other game will have a person on each team, so there's not as many people to notify, but still. All right, so our first contest is the Titans at the Chiefs. The Tennessee Titans and the Kansas City Chiefs. Hey, JWE, what's up, man? Oh, perfect. There we go. So these two are, two overall points away from each other, which is not bad. I like that. And, okay, so it's closer to 415. You're pulling for the Titans? Okay. All right, so it's going to be a nice clear day, and just want to make sure. Okay, cool. Simulation. Okay, perfect. So with that said, for Justin Cruz, Diamonds Light, Najee, Elmeister, Tanman, Mobman, and James Gamer, if he's somewhere around, good luck, and let's get it on. Ooh, big clothesline onto Philly and Kill on that replay.
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a great one on tap between the Tennessee Titans and the Kansas City Chiefs. With that, we're out to Arrowhead for the call from Kansas City. We'll hand it over to Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach. Well, from a place that's officially been recognized as the loudest venue in the NFL.
Yep, the loudest venue in the NFL.
Right here in Kansas City.
And I will say,
ago, these two teams
you know,
made their way
out of character, I am happy to see the fans again. Albeit they still have to wear masks and at a reduced capacity, but the important thing is that fans are there, and I'm happy that some fans get to see it, even if it's just a, you know, like I said, a fraction of the capacity. But nonetheless, though, I'm happy to say that, you know, to see the fans again is like a long overdue family gathering. That's kind of what it is. And it just feels great when it actually does happen. I don't know what else to say except that was just a beautiful thing. So it looks as if Kansas City will start with the ball.
The Florida Atlantic man.
Hey, play charge. How are you?
And into a sea of red. We're underway.
Like, how are you and Speranza and everybody in play charge land? All right, so they get into the 28. That's not a bad start for the Chiefs as we begin with Patrick Mahomes. Simply put, the man. So we have the man, Patrick Mahomes. What more is there to say about Mahomes that has not been said? All right, so it looks as if R.A. Machete won his match.
Right there.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes.
And Mahomes gets taken down.
And he goes down.
And he gets taken. And he gets taken down by Casey.
It's second down.
5-yard loss.
Setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
All right, so there you see the replay, and Mahomes held it a little too long, but I guess it was probably for the best as he really didn't see anything developing.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Also, hey, Joshua James was up and a handoff, but he does not get very far.
They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking.
What's up, Joshua son?
3rd and 15.
Why the long face?
And quickly now, a look at the Kansas City offense.
And the play of this offensive line is going to be so important in this game because we saw the sack a minute or so ago. They've got to be able to give their guy time to throw. That means communication and being physical is vital. Otherwise, this could be a long game.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
No way, 3rd and 15. Mahomes. Oh, unfortunately, Casey got him again, and he also had someone with him, and he ran him right into Mahomes. What is going on with Mahomes?
Visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Adam Humphries deep for the Titans.
All right, so they have to kick it away.
And this is a rocket.
They get it to the 29.
Call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And
so a little bit better of a start for this young man right here, the Elmeister.
And they'll be let out by
coming off a Super Bowl season in which he won the Super Bowl and he already has had a great game against the Raiders, but
and I think he really said it a few months ago.
I mean, they showed that once they got ahead, they stayed ahead. But anyway, what's up, Joshua? You don't have to worry about any games. Your team's already out, but otherwise, I hope you are doing well, my friend. Same thing with Blade Charge and Clinton and JWE.
QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
And Elmeister gets a pass down, and he gets an open man and goes out of bounds to stop the clock, but not sure why you would do that, but I guess he must have seen something he didn't.
But when you hit him on the
or that I didn't, rather.
He's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
I mean, that was a great move by Smith. I mean, getting past two guys. And I'm surprised he ran out of bounds, honestly, but, you know, it is what it is.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
But yeah, just wanted to get this done, especially as we get closer to the draft. So it is caught,
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
and it goes out of bounds. And here is the offensive line.
Offensive starters.
Nate Davis, right guard. You have to watch out for him. Then you have Tan Man at wide receiver. And of course, you cannot overlook the H train.
In fact, he doesn't
Derrick
play
Henry,
to the whistle.
number 22.
He plays to the echo of the whistle.
I mean, of course, Henry is a top-tier runner, and Tan C is a top-tier wide receiver, so of course that's what they're going to go with.
Got a man, it's Brown. Tennessee getting the first down.
So Brown with a big catch and another first down and another stoppage of the clock.
For the rookie here in this first round, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit.
I had something in my mouth, but there we go.
Means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Okay. Sorry about that.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10.
Looking to throw.
Elmeister's going to run for it. And I'm not sure if he got the first down. No, he didn't. He got to about 2nd and 1. That's what he did. But that's what's up next.
Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
I mean, Elmeister has just showed us that he can be just as dangerous on the feet as he can be with his arm. They hand it off. Nope, they don't get any yards on that one.
He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. And now
of course, Terrell Suggs, you got to watch out for him, and Frank Clark on opposite ends. You have Najee on number 58 on the left outside linebacker, and then of course you have the Honey Badger Tyrann Mathieu. Those are guys that you got to watch out for when Kansas City is on defense.
Ready. 18 Gators. 53. Come on.
Both are good. Yes, they are.
They'll try to run for the
and yep, they get it to Henry and they get it to a first down. So yeah, play charge.
Able to get what they need to
well,
keep the drive
first of all,
going
I hope you are doing well, like you and Speranza and the others.
Drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the
so
stuff.
far, Tennessee has shown us that they are that they want to win the championship. Is what they want to do. They want to become two-time champions, back to back.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And, ooh!
By the tight end Pruitt.
It was tipped and caught, but that resulted in a no gain, thankfully, for Tennessee, that is, but that could have been bad.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed
I mean, that was a well-contested ball, I will say that.
So it's 2nd and 10.
Or a well-contested prevention of a catch. Another catch. And fumble!
Now Brown, he lost the football.
And
it's by the Chiefs.
that's going to go to the 23-yard line, but Hitchens gets a fumble recovery, and now Kansas City gets the ball back.
And we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere.
Oh, man. He really didn't see him coming, and before he did, and by the time he does, it's too late. He drops the ball. Yeah, he hits him enough to where he forces the ball out.
Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves. And
so Tennessee with a turnover, and now Kansas City with another chance. Let's see if they can move down the field.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes.
Mahomes gets a catch.
His man on the comeback route, complete.
And, okay, he stays in bounds, so the clock continues to run. First down. And that was by Justin Cruz himself. So Justin Cruz with a catch of his own. Number 89.
And that means it's a sudden
but before he can make any moves, he gets tackled. But they get enough yards, and they get a first down.
Out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. He's going
Mahomes.
Deep left side
Oh, good.
And that will be incomplete.
Oh, Cruz had his hands on it, but a well-played effort there by, I didn't see who it was who caused him to drop the ball for an incompletion. But had he caught it, that would have been a big play.
Up now with the clock showing 3 seconds to go.
All right, 3 seconds left to go in the first.
Back to the air on
and Mahomes.
Down. It's Mahomes.
And did he get enough forward progress to get a first down? No, he does not. It's 3rd and inches as we get to the end of the first quarter.
Scoreless after 1. The last catch nearly got him at first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Now
and
Mahomes again.
Mahomes gets a catch.
To Kelsey.
And that's to Kelsey.
He's inside the 40.
Great catch by Kelsey and another first down.
As the tackle's made at the Titans' 38-yard line.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. So here's a 1st and 10.
Hey, Walter Johnson, what's up? Nice to see you. It's great to have you, actually.
It's a run for Williams.
Good run by Williams, about 4 yards, not bad. Or, well, 3 yards actually, but still.
But that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping,
and of course, Walter Johnson now saying hello to everybody. That's wonderful.
They can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 35 on 2nd down.
And then, nice, a well-played, I think that was 31, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it was 31. Couldn't see his name, though, but... Oh, Bayard. Bayard, of course, did a great job with covering that catch, because had he not done that, that would have been another first down for Kansas City. So, of course, defense is just as important as offense. And a catch, and touchdown, Kansas City.
He takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
And that was by Diamond's Light, or Diamond, whatever you wish to call him. But Diamond's Light gets himself his first touchdown, and it's a big one. And he did great. That was a great catch.
This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream.
And of course, being that he's a bit on the big side, the little guys couldn't stop him, and well, that's what happened. Might have spoken too soon there, Wally. But then again, it's not over. It's still early.
And his kick is good to make it 7-0.
7-0 Kansas City.
So that drives 7 plays in length. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt.
All right.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Well, now we'll see if Tennessee can respond, especially after giving up that fumble, which led to the touchdown for Kansas City. So they get to the 28-yard line, which is not bad.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
Yep, absolutely, Walter.
Atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside.
I get that most people are watching Blaze Radio's show, and that's perfectly fine. I mean, I expect, he was going to have the big numbers. I was just hoping that the people that were in this game would come in, but, But I suppose they would be busy with other stuff, so can't really cry about it. Really, I can't. Yeah, there we go. Now Tennessee hands it off to Derrick Henry, but they expected it. That's a no gain.
2nd and 10 coming up.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Off the play fake.
A play fake. Elmeister's going to run. And he gets a couple of yards. He gets only 3, unfortunately. That's not enough. But now it's 3rd and 7. A little bit more manageable, but still. This is a big one because they need to get this first down. I mean, Kansas City obviously wants to stop them. So here we go. 3rd and 7.
They'll drop to throw.
Oh, he's going to go for it. And did he caught it? He caught it! Oh my goodness, a catch. 33 yards to, who was that? I think that's Tan. Yeah, that's Tan Man with a big catch. And he catches it for 33 yards. And he gets it to the 36-yard line. What a catch by Tan Man. Tan Man showing us that he is, in fact, the man. Anyway, what's up? Oh, hey, Noah E. Grayson. Nice to see you again. He's your favorite player?
He'll look to throw.
Anyway, Elmeister, well,
he's going to use his legs. It won't be a
well,
sack,
Elmeister didn't really get a lot. Unfortunately, he didn't even get anything. Anyway, what's up, Noah? Hope everything's going well for you, my friend. Yes, sir? Yeah.
Well, you don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Well, right now his team is ahead.
To throw now on 2nd and 10. It's
And
Humphreys.
nice catch there by Humphreys as we go into the 2-minute warning.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets
So the
up
Kansas
a
City
third
Chiefs
down.
are taking on the
2 minutes on
defending
the clock, second
Madden
quarter,
Super Bowl
7-0
champions,
ball game.
the Tennessee Titans. Anyway, hello, Jennifer Richards. What's up? I don't know. I'm not sure if you're a big fan of American football or not, but there you see your home state team
A reminder that when halftime
in action. But it's nice to see you.
We'll have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And then, nearly picked off. That was a bad pass there by Elmeister. But unfortunately, well, fortunately it was not intercepted, but unfortunately for Elmeister, he couldn't get any further.
They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance.
And then, of course, Breland nearly intercepted that one.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't.
I mean, a great stop there by Kansas City.
Now Greg Joseph for the field
and they're going to go for the field goal. I'm a big football fan, TJ. Really? Do you wish you can play in this? Like, I do have, you know, created characters on this. And wow, not even, wow, just too short. And now Kansas City will take over with better field position to start off with. Oh my gosh.
He'll be disappointed with that effort.
And now here comes Kansas City. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last
anyway,
time
Justin Cruz so far has had a great game. In fact, I believe, well, it's his buddy next to him, Light. That's Diamond's Light, by the way. Diamond Light, number 18, already has himself a touchdown reception.
So from the
and it was by Mahomes. So those two have definitely connected for a score so far.
Here's Mahomes.
And Mahomes, ooh, he anticipated the blitz, and oh, we got a flag. What's this? I think that was a personal foul on Tennessee. That was unnecessary roughness, and unfortunately that's going to give Kansas City even more yards, because now that's going to put them at the 30-yard line past the midway point. So, yeah, not looking good for Tennessee as Kansas City wants to avenge the loss that they had against Tennessee, because last season they met in the semifinals, and Tennessee got ahead of them, and they stayed ahead throughout the whole game, wire to wire. Right now, Kansas City wants to get its revenge. And another catch by Justin Cruz. Cruz zone, whatever you wish to call him. Anyway, to answer, how are you, bro? Hey, bro, I'm doing pretty well, man. I'm just, you know, I'm happy that Easter is over, for the fact that I've, you know, been very busy with trying to host it, like getting set up for that. It was just so, it was a lot of stress, you know, not just physically but mentally. So I'm just feeling much better now that it's over. You know, the preparations and everything like that. Anyway, Mahomes gets it to Cruz, but then forced out of bounds.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
2nd and 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes.
Now at the 7. Great catch there by Justin Cruz. And the thing is, this team didn't have Cruz. They didn't have Diamond's Light. So the addition of these players is making a big difference for Kansas City.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Mahomes going to throw.
Mahomes, another throw.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Oh, 3rd and inches. This is huge.
Third down.
Anyway,
make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys,
do I know if
are just quicker than fast.
So far Patrick Mahomes and Russell Wilson each have a Super Bowl. They both been to 2 Super Bowls. They won 1 and lost 1. Like I want to say he is, but anyway, welcome to the show, Chris Clark. I don't know if you saw your game the last time we did this, but anyway, it's great to see you, man.
Handoff here to his running back.
And
now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go.
And did they get the first down? They did. So now they have a fresh set of downs. 1st and goal at the 1. But yeah, you had a game on the last video. I don't know if you saw it, but you did have it against the San Francisco 49ers. They hand it off again, and they get the touchdown again.
Taking it in from a yard out. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Hi, Clinton's.
Anyway,
Williams with I mean, he had it, and yeah, he got it in. Yeah, no doubt about that.
Because if they don't,
you did see it, okay.
Feel of an imposing their will score. And
so
right now,
it was not anything that
carried into the second half.
So yeah, it wasn't. It definitely wasn't your fault. You know, that had more to do with Brady throwing 2 interceptions for touchdowns towards the bitter end, I hate to say. Ooh, nearly blocked it.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
But it's 14-0, Kansas City.
5 plays there on that drive. And in the end, it was all capped off by the
Damian Williams it could be very well.
Run.
You know, I get that, you know. Oh.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this.
All right, so they get it to the 27-yard line. That's not bad.
To the 27-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays.
So now Tennessee is going to have to find a way to dig itself out of a hole that it's now in, because they couldn't move the ball, and when they were moving the ball,
probably not very deep into their script.
You know, and just when it looked like they were going to score a touchdown to start off the game, they turned it over, and then Kansas City scores 2 straight touchdowns, and now they're down by 14.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
He got Smith, but I don't think he got enough. They only get 1 yard out of that.
The clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
And now Elmeister trying to find something, but unfortunately he gets caught, and they'll have to call a timeout. They need to run the ball, yeah.
It'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. He's played a pretty clean first half. A touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground.
All right. So it looks like they're just going to try to run out the clock. They're not going to, try to do anything else. So that's a loss of 2. But again, I think they're just trying to run out the clock as it is. Anyway, Clinton is like face bombing. Need to run the ball. Titans are a run-based team. Yeah, so far they just haven't been able to do it. And I mean, and also let's not forget the addition of guys like Diamonds Light, James Gamer, and Cruz, and now you have a team that is damn near unstoppable on offense and very solid on defense.
So we have come to halftime.
So yeah, the addition of 3 players to Kansas City has definitely made a difference.
Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone.
So far, Kansas City is leading 14-0.
This one has certainly been one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference, as the teams have already come back out onto the field for the second half. So let's get you back out as well, to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it.
Nice return there, and they get it to the 29. That's a very good return. But
here comes Tennessee.
But for Tennessee, again, they got to get themselves out of this hole, and they got to wake up. The sooner they wake up, the better their chances to get back in this game.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Credit the tackle to Tano Passigno. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play?
Well, they get to another. They get a little short on another first down, 3rd and 2. Now, so far they have not had too many successful first down completions, so they got to get this, obviously.
Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd.
They need to convert right here. Oh, and well, he tried to sneak it, but unfortunately no one was fooled, and another 3 and out. Oh my gosh, Kansas City is on a roll, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, I honestly thought that this was going to be a close game, but so far, Kansas City had revenge on its mind, and as you can see, you know, Tennessee's not looking good right now.
Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
And nope, they didn't quite pin him.
One hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
So they're going to start at the 20.
Ready for their first reps.
Justin Cruz got 1 reception and 19 yards, so obviously, of course, he's doing his job. We'll see if he can get more looks.
Not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down.
And Mahomes, another completion to Justin Cruz. Oh, I'm sorry, that's Diamond Light. Never mind.
First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
Or is that Cruz? I can't see.
Glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's
oh, no, I'm sorry. That was Cruz. I'm sorry. But still. Oh, no, wait, that was Light. I'm sorry. I always get those two confused, you know, because they have dark complexions and whatnot. But that's a great catch there by Diamond's Light. Now Mahomes. Ooh, nearly intercepted, and that could have been a pick six, and that could have definitely put them back, but instead it's going to be 2nd and 10.
Active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now
Mahomes with another catch, and I believe that now that is Cruz, and he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 37. Right now, they're just carving him to death. They're just slaughtering him. Oh, I'm sorry, that was Kelsey who got it. Never mind. But still, great catch by Kelsey, and just a great chunk of yards, and not much to say other than, you know, Kansas City, this is exactly what you expect. You know, if Noah's still watching this, this is vintage Mahomes.
Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10.
They hand it off. Oh, but this time, excuse me, that was James Gamer who got his second rush.
They tried a quick hit
and gets a yard, but that's all he got.
Because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9.
Oh, and a blitz, and he read it perfectly.
That's complete. And brought down.
Yeah, they went for the blitz, but Mahomes anticipated that, and James Gamer gets a reception as a running back. How old are you? Well, I am a nice 33, so.
The back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now Mahomes throw complete to
well, they get a couple of they get a completion with 4 yards of forward progress.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back.
And another run by James Gamer, and that's another thing they didn't have. I mean, they had a good running back, but they didn't have a top-tier running back like James Gamer, and that's, you know, and of course, sure, he's not as good as Derrick Henry, but he's a notch below that because he's really good at it. Anyway, 33 is how old I am.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Mahomes now to throw.
And, nearly got another touchdown, but it could have also been intercepted, but it's 4th and 2.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something.
Yes.
There's nothing available there for him.
Well, anyway. Now going to have to settle for the field goal, but So it's 17-0 Kansas City, and right now Kansas City is just dominating right now.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
I mean, it's not over, but it's not looking good.
These types of kicks that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And the funny thing was, the Chiefs were not in Season 1 and Season 2, but they debuted in Season 3, and in Season 4, they want to get back to the semifinals. But they also want to go to the Super Bowl, in which they had won IRL not that long ago.
Back here, this will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take
There's the C in Tennessee, Tamancy, and he had a great catch, but he hasn't really gotten a lot of looks, and they're going to need to give him some more.
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
Get that quarterback.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And a completion, and finally they get a completion, but they really haven't had a lot of forward progress until just now. But they got to keep it up, and they got to score and score fast. Time is against them.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes.
I mean, that's what happened in the first matchup, in which Tennessee got ahead of them, and even though Kansas City was looking to catch up, they couldn't catch up in time. Also, hey, what's up, Diamond's Light? What's up, man? So far, Diamond himself has a touchdown as his team, Kansas City, is up 17-0. Right now, he's on the bench as he is an offensive player. Elm
gets it to
Humphreys. So while Elmeister has, a completion percentage of 10 to 11 with 100 yards, it all has been for naught. He has not been able to score a touchdown so far.
Just go ahead and bleed the game out that
So we could see, Diamond's Light or Diamond Light and the rest of the Chiefs go into the playoffs to take on the winner of the Vikings and Dallas Cowboys.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7.
Elmeister is going to run it himself, and he gets enough for a first down. Right now, Elmeister going to try to take up as much as he can, but time is against him, really.
A lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden.
10 for 11. Or, sorry,
Look at what he's bringing to
1st and 10. Not 10 for 11. What am I talking about? I mean, that's what Elmeister's completion rate is. And a flag. So they get a first down, but let's see what this flag is against.
Taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
And unfortunately, that's going to go back. So now it is, so not only do they not get that first down, now they get penalized 10 yards. So now they go back, and now it's going to be 1st and 20. As an offense, those are the penalties you cannot be making. I mean, Kansas City is only just doing its job, and now they have a really good chance of putting this game away for good.
That's complete, middle of the field to Humphreys.
All right, so 11 for 12 for Elmeister and 9 more yards. So 2nd and 11 now.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
So yeah, Diamond, how do you feel about your team, being 4 minutes and counting away from possibly going to the semifinals?
2nd and 11.
Elmeister gonna run. And he gets the first down and then some. Wow. I'll tell you what, that just goes to show that even though he's down, Elmeister's not going to give up.
Sometimes
that just goes to show the kind of man that he is.
Slowing down, they see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
So from the 36.
Of course, like I said, the addition to the addition of 3 players to Kansas City has definitely made a difference. Well, and it's a sack as Elmeister ran right into this young man. I didn't see his name.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has.
Well, I don't want to say that your defense is sucking, because they're not. It's just that, you know, Tennessee offensively just hasn't been able to get going. And when they were going, they had an opportunity to take the lead at the early stage of the game, but then they fumbled it, and they never recovered from this. So right now, Tennessee just wants to get its score just to make it more respectable.
2nd and 14.
Elmeister gonna run.
He's gonna take off with it.
Wait a minute, fumble!
And it's picked up by the Chiefs.
And they could go. No, he did not go all the way, but Hitchens has 2 fumble recoveries. And Elmeister has got to be embarrassed. But then again, it is really tough to go up against the Chiefs and beat them twice. You know, they were lucky enough to do it one time, but oh my gosh. And for Elmeister, I'd imagine if he was watching this, he'd be having a fit by now. But I wouldn't blame him, really. I really wouldn't.
Maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got.
I mean, so you have so in addition to yourself, you have Gamer number 63, Justin Cruz number 89, and then there's you number 18, and of course you already have Patrick Mahomes.
The rest of the game. Reward them.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes.
And Kansas City, well, they get a couple of yards, but nothing too crazy. I mean, they get 4 yards on that one. Now at this point, you have the lead. You don't need to score. All you want to do is just run out the clock and you're done.
But he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
And they run it, and they didn't. Well, they get a little bit of yards, but not too much.
Down to the 37-yard line.
They get 1 yard. And now it's the 2-minute warning.
2 minutes left.
So, like I said, Diamond, assume less than, yeah, pretty sure that should this score hold up, and I'm pretty sure it will. You guys will be taking on the winner of the Minnesota Vikings and the Dallas Cowboys. And I'll talk more about that when we get to our game. But anyway, a screen pass, and he gets it to Diamond's Light, but I think he lost yards. That's a loss of 3.
It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up.
And that's Tennessee's first full stop. They have not, up until now, they hadn't been able to stop him, and finally they did. But like I said, it may be too little, too late.
Dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
I mean, it was a completion to Diamond's Light, but they lost 3 yards.
Credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away.
All right, so they're going to punt it away and try to pin him at the 1. And this angle's out of bounds. Where's this going at? The 4-yard line.
They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
I mean, that's a good angled kick because now that's going to put them. That's going to put Tennessee in a little bit of jeopardy right there.
You're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
All right, so the only thing left for Elmeister to do is try to redeem himself. But I mean, again, it is what it is.
Set. 10-2 stop. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Hit it.
From deep in their own territory,
they get the another fumble.
Smith lost it, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line.
Another fumble? Are you serious? That's 3 fumbles.
Exactly been one for the books. I mean,
wow.
Quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover.
I mean, a great play by number 53 to, poke the ball. Nicole McQueen, what's up?
Out comes Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs offense. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes
gosh.
Because in the first half, they were pretty effective.
Anyway, nice to see Nicole on the show.
You get off your game a little bit.
Right now, Kansas City is just thrashing. I mean, this is a complete game by Kansas City. I mean, look at this. 3 turnovers. That should tell you everything you need to know about why Kansas City is up right now.
Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it.
And he's going to throw it, and another touchdown, as if to rub salt in the wounds. Tyreek Hill.
Make the grab. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case
the BM is real? Wait, what's BM mean? Anyway, they get the point after touchdown, so now it's 24-0. So I guess really the only thing that's left to go is, can Kansas City get the shutout? That's the only thing that's left to, bad manners. Oh, see, I wouldn't have known that. Okay, oh, it looks like I have my match against Crimson Ninja.
Now after the touchdown,
so right now the only thing that Kansas City has left to play for, and what Tennessee is going to try to play for, is the shutout. Can Kansas City get the shutout, and can Tennessee prevent being the shutout? Also, hey, DJ Curtis, what's up, man?
The Chiefs defense here, ready to head back out.
Let's see. I think I have your name on there.
Looking to preserve this shutout.
Yeah, I have you.
Them a lot on the
all right.
line.
A lot on the line, a lot of pride.
So definitely, I'll add you for season 5. This is season 4, by the way.
You do not want any type of a fluke play to end it. You're going to win the game.
But it's great to have you there.
But to have a
great to see you, actually.
Going into the locker room and sitting in film next week, oh, that's satisfying.
Feel good.
Oh, that's the way to do it.
They're looking to cradle that goose egg.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. You said you wanted to be in the wrestling series. Well,
throwing here on first down.
We'll see what happens. And Elmeister gets sacked again.
He goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones with a
Chris
sack.
Jones with a sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches.
And that's just one of the problems that, and of course it's not all Elmeister's fault. I mean, he's only just trying to do the best he can, but obviously, I mean, this has just been a thrashing throughout, so it's not just on Elmeister. You can't really pin it on him, except he gets pinned with another sack. What is going on here? I mean, right now, Tennessee is just getting thrashed.
With a little over 30 ticks to go.
This is insane. Hold that Elm.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now back to throw.
And another sack. What is this?
At the 4-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Here's Brett Kern now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it
they
out
almost
there.
nearly
This is a pretty good kick.
blocked that, but they have excellent field position. And
that's going to go in the books as
that's probably going to be a
punt. Well done.
I mean, I'm not too upset about, I am very, it is sad that the defending champions are losing, and in the way that they lost, it's not like it was a close game and Kansas City got it from behind. No.
Yeah, the only time they would use it.
I mean, this is just as deflating, really, because, Kansas City just thrashed them.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
All right, so I'm not sure if Tennessee's going to call the timeout just to be spiteful or they're just going to let the clock down. But either way, Tennessee, they did what they had to do. They did what they tried to do, but it just was not. It was just not their night tonight.
So this one
and for the Chiefs, they move on to the semifinals. And like I said, they are going to be taking on the winner of the Cowboys at the Vikings. The player of the game is Anthony Hitchens. He has 4 tackles, but he also has 2 fumble recoveries, and that's what helps him become the player of the game. And for Mahomes, he and the others would love to become Super Bowl champions in Madden.
So
and
that's a wrap for Charles Davis.
What more is there to say?
And this has been a presentation of the
They dominated
NFL
every aspect
EA
except for rushing yards, but
check us out at EASports.
But of course, the takeaways or the forced turnovers by Kansas City was what proved to be the difference. I mean, what more could I say about it? I mean, it was not even close. So, let's take a look. So, of course, Patrick Mahomes has the higher rating, of course. He had the better overall game. He had more yards, more completions. And even though his completion rate was lower, he had 2 touchdowns, and that also makes a big difference. Let's see, rushing. Elmeister had 7 rushes for 39 yards. But he also had a fumble, so that also didn't help. Derrick Henry only had 10 yards on 4 touches. They didn't really do a good job using him. And then James Gamer, he got 5 yards on 3 carries. Receiving yards. Travis Kelce, of course, was as well as he could possibly be. Okay, here's Diamond Light. He has 3 receptions, 49 yards, and a touchdown reception. Same amount of receptions, but lesser yards, but also a TD. Touchdown. And then the Tan Man only had 1 reception for 33 yards. Justin Cruz only had 1 for 19 yards. And then defensively, we will see you in the semifinals again, Cruz. Let's see. Anyone from... Okay, and Najee had 1 tackle. That's about as... Oh, and of course, Tremaine Brock Sr. had a pass deflection, of course. So this is... So yeah, GG's indeed. Alright, that's going to do it. All right, so the Titans are no longer going to be champions, and in fact, their run as champions are through. So after this season, we will crown a new champion. But up next is Jordan Walker, in which he and the Cowboys upsetted the great Green Bay Packers to get to this point. On the flip side, you had the Minnesota Vikings, who upsetted another former Super Bowl champion in the Seahawks. So you have 2 Cinderella teams facing off against each other. I mean, you could have said the same thing about San Francisco and the Patriots, But this is even more doubly so given the fact that, Dallas hasn't had a lot of success, and Minnesota has barely, if ever, had any success. Well, Dallas hasn't had any success since the early 90s, so we'll see what happens. Something's got to give. And only one team is going to move on, and the team that moves on will have the unenviable task of trying to take out the Kansas City Chiefs. So, with that said, let me get a hold of Mr. Zach Walker. Okay, there's Mr. Zach Walker. All right, so I'm just letting Zach Walker know that his game is up next. Of course, you have a chance to go and get some snacks if you wish. Okay. And then the other person is Jinku Gekoka. All right. So, thankfully, just only 2 people I had to let know. All right. So, the Kansas City Chiefs will now take on the winner of this game here. The Dallas Cowboys. Against... Oh. The Minnesota Vikings. And here we go. Let's get to it. Let's see. And of course, being that the Vikings have an indoor stadium, we won't have to worry about the weather. So, you guys can tell me in the comments who you think is going to win this one, whether it's going to be the Dallas Cowboys or the Minnesota Vikings. And with this, and there he is. There's Jinku. Well, Jinku, let's see if you are up to the task of taking on the Dallas Cowboys. So, as I mentioned before, these are 2 Cinderella teams that upsetted the higher-seeded teams. Though you could probably make a better case for Dallas being the more Cinderella of the 2, given the fact that they had to took out a higher seed. But of course, the Seattle Seahawks are no slouches either, in which Minnesota was able to dispatch of them.
Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports.
I have a feeling that Clinton's not even going to pick somebody, given the fact that he's not a fan of the Vikings and not a fan of the Cowboys, given the fact that the Packers are rivals of both those organizations.
And
So I have a feeling that Clinton's not even going to... He's probably going to say the ref for the win. But, of course, you know, he does like you, Mr. Jinku, so he'll probably just root for you to win, just based on the fact that you're on the team.
It was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to...
Hopefully we hear from Mr. Zach Walker, because, you know, the fact that his team made it this far is definitely beyond expectation.
What are you going to be watching?
Who gets off to a fast start? In horse racing terms, they talk
Oh yeah,
about catching
I
a
almost
fly
forgot.
out of the gate. Who sets the pace and makes the other team chase?
There we go. And then Jinku's like, let's get him, boys. I believe Jinku is number 36. He is. It's not often you see a 36 become a quarterback, but, you know, but then again, this is TJ Lane we're talking about.
Here's Kai Forbath now to get us started, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis.
So Minnesota's going to start off with it. He gets to the 27, so they'll start there. Good return there by Abdullah, and then here we have this man right here. I'll get back to you in a moment, but there you see the man, Jinku Gekoga. Anyway, how does your playoffs work in exhibition mode? Well, it's very simple. What I do is I put this on a piece of paper, since they don't really have a playoff mode per se. If they did, I'd use it, but they don't. And then when we get to the final two teams, you can select Super Bowl as... Yeah, you can select Super Bowl instead of exhibition, so that the two teams that you pick to go to the Super Bowl go to the Super Bowl, and that whoever wins becomes the champion. So that's how it works. So here's the offensive line. I mean, you have Josh Klein, but then of course you have Stephon Diggs when he was still with the team before he left to Buffalo.
Loves being a Viking and is a really dependable third down receiver.
All right, so 2nd and 9. We'll see what Jinku and the rest of the guys have planned. But yeah, basically I have as many teams as there are, you know, created players on. And now here is the defensive line. You have DeMarcus Lawrence, Joe Thomas,
Robert Quinn gets to the quarterback as well as any defensive end in the league.
And then of course you have Xavier Woods, no relation to the wrestler of the same name.
As well as anyone.
So yeah, it's nice, but thank you for asking that, Mr. Roger. I appreciate that.
Yeah, they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw.
And they get a completion. That's 2 for 2 for Jinku and 14 yards. I know 14 yards not much, but Thielen gets a reception, and they continue on with the drive.
But oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On the ready.
And Jinku
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Gets the completion. I believe that's Diggs who got it. Like I said, oh no, I'm sorry, that was Thielen who got it.
A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I know from past experience.
Anyway, that was Thielen who caught it. And
I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves.
Yeah, big gains. I'll tell you one thing. Of course, I will say that you will not have it this easy. You know, should you be successful in winning the game, I mean, whichever team wins this game will take on the Kansas City Chiefs. So, yeah, not exactly something to look forward to. But like Ric Flair always said, to be the man, you got to beat the man. And Jinku's going to run. And he gets just enough for a first down.
close to the 25.
He gets 11 yards on that rush, actually.
He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Wow, I'll tell you one thing. Njoku is showing us how much of the man he is.
Ready? 30 base.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Toward the center
And
of the
no,
field,
not
but
even
it's
close.
incomplete. Tight end Herb
Not
Smith,
even
the
close.
intended receiver.
But other
Now
than
it's
that,
second
though,
down. Looked
but
like he had a couple
it's certainly
of
much better
different
than
options
getting
as far as
picked
who to
off,
throw
so
to on that play.
second and 10.
Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why
Second and 10.
quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
They hand it off, but unfortunately Dallas was kind of anticipating that. Not only can I throw, I can run at people. Yeah, well right now they're going to need 11 yards because, of course, this is important for Dallas as well because they want to stop. They want to stop the Vikings, but the Vikings want to continue going forward. So it's going to come down to play calling. You know, on both sides, really. For the defense, if they can anticipate what the offense is going to do, they'll be able to get it. If they don't, they don't. And they'll keep moving. They get the screen pass, but unfortunately, not enough yards to get a first down.
They dialed up the blitz on third down, and
We're in punting distance, so we're not worried if we can't get 11. Well, you get a couple of yards, but not that much.
Able to rally to the football and make the play.
All right. So Dallas does get the stop, but Minnesota is within field goal range. So let's see what they do. They're going to go for it.
From 44 yards out.
And what? Blocked! Blocked!
It's picked up
and it's going the other way.
To the clear.
It's going to be, I believe,
past the 20.
touchdown, Dallas.
Touchdown, Cowboys. As his guys are in.
As Heath picked up the block punt, runs it the other way, and they score a touchdown. And this is exactly what, you know, the Cowboys did against Green Bay. So I suppose this was not a fluke. Much to the chagrin of Njoku, who all he could say is fudge. I mean, by no stretch is this game over. It's not. But it definitely does not help when a punt or when a field goal attempt gets blocked and they take it back the other way. And of course, you know, Pittsburgh I mean, Pittsburgh had the same problems, obviously, but the Vikings are going to have to sort out whatever troubles they may be having, and quick, because if they don't, we could see Dallas take on Kansas City in the next round. So Minnesota's going to get the ball back. So Dallas has not even had a chance. This is insane. Okay. Also, let me check and see what's going on.
Forbat to send it away now following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2.
Ooh, nice bit of juking, and that's actually a good return for 31 yards, but well, right now, if you're Minnesota, you just got to put it behind you, and you got to go out there
set to take over
and
this
time get a touchdown if you can.
Field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously, the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
All right, so a minute 30 in the first.
Now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 31. They hand it off. And Cook gets a couple of good yards there. He gets to, all right, that's a 6-yard gain, and now 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ready. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
Jinku gets a completion.
And he's going to have another
great gain.
As the tackle's made at the Cowboys 40.
Treadwell with a big catch.
That curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl.
Great catch there by Treadwell. He was, yeah. No one picked him up until about a second or two late. So there you go.
Bullet in there for the completion.
Yeah, and it was Heath who has 2 tackles, but he has that block punt recovery, and he took that back. A screen pass, but another fumble. What in the hell is going on here? And this could be all the, no, it does not go all the way. But Quinn with a fumble recovery. What in the hell is going on?
Always fun to watch a big boy pick it up and go.
I have never seen this many fumbles in 2 games. I mean, we saw that in the Kansas City Tennessee Titan game, or Tennessee Titan Kansas City game. Sorry, but still, what in the hell is going on? I mean, Thielen gets a hold of it, but he doesn't, like, I really don't know if he actually had possession of it, but on the other hand, I mean, you got to give credit to the Cowboys for doing what they're doing, but right now Jinku is got to be throwing mad right now. I have to imagine he's, on the sideline, he's throwing everything down that's not nailed down. Honestly, I wouldn't blame him if I was in his position. Because none of these 2 turnovers that they suffered were his fault. Well, now Dallas has a great field position. Oh, they could have stolen it back. They could have gotten an interception right back, but instead it's going to be 2nd and 10. Well, now it's up to Minnesota. Can they stop them? Can they limit them to 3 points, if not nothing?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing,
Prescott. Well, it was caught, but it's out of bounds, so anyway, 3rd and 10 now.
You don't want to throw away this excellent field position, but that's 2 incomplete passes in a row. Definitely need something big here on 3rd and 10.
Conversely, defense has done a good job on 1st and 2nd down. The coverage has been draped. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat.
And then, well, he caught it, but it says hello to Roger and Jinku. Yep. So, well, I'm surprised he was able to reach back and catch it, but in catching it, he only managed 1 yard for that one, and now they'll have to settle for a field goal.
On now is Kai Forbath,
but that's the end of the first quarter, so they'll have to go for it at the start of the second. But yeah, the Vikings are going to have to get their stuff together. Yeah, come up with something. Now we'll see if Dallas can do what Minnesota was unable to do, and that's get a field goal. They do.
And Forbath will put get this one through.
So now
And
it's
the lead moves to
10-0
10-zip.
Minnesota, or
So
Dallas over
recovered the
Minnesota,
fumble, but
sorry.
ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Well, by no stretch is a 10-point lead insurmountable. It's not, but you definitely want to get a score and a touchdown, especially with as much time as we have right here. It's imperative. Because like I said, Dallas, they had a 14-point lead and they squandered it away, and even though they won it in overtime. Oh, wait a minute. We got a flag here. Yeah, it's definitely been weird. We have a face mask against 2. Against Malcolm Smith, and that's going to be 15 additional yards. So that means that Minnesota is going to start at the 45-yard line. So they're going to have some excellent field position to start with. But again, it all comes down to execution, and so far Dallas has proven that they can execute when it really matters.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating.
They hand it off and a first down. And this time they get to the 39-yard line past the halfway point. So good run there by Cook.
And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw.
Jenku goes for a long throw, but it is incomplete.
Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So line of
all right, 2nd and 10 at the 39.
2nd and 10. 2nd and 10.
They get the completion, and ooh, that was a hard shot to Rudolph, but now 3rd and 3.
The gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take what you can get situation. Got out to the tight end.
All right, so
now
3rd and 3. Also, let me
down.
see if anyone's trying to call me.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Okay.
He'll look to throw.
Anyway, looking to throw. Can he find somebody? He does, but he was out of bounds. Oh my gosh, what the hell are you doing? You got to stay inbounds, not out of bounds, you fool.
Tremendous field position.
So while Jenku got it right, it's just that, yeah, he was out of bounds. Come on, man.
Big play, just unable to complete it.
So yeah, great throw. Just unfortunately, his team is just messing it up. I hate to say it. Also, let me drink my Jamba Juice before it gets too warm.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He had
pretty
his
good.
lone attempt blocked earlier.
And
this one looks good. It is good.
All right, so this time they get the field goal, so now they're only down by a touchdown. Now the question is, can Minnesota stop them? Can they stop them and get the ball back? That's what's going to come down to. If they can stop them, better yet, get a takeaway, even better, or a pick 6 or something like that, they're right back in it. So right now, it's just a one-touchdown game right here. But yeah,
for the field goal, Bailey will
I am looking to do the draft, like the Madden NFL draft, that is. for season 5.
Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32
before the
yard
IRL
line.
draft, because or who knows, we could do it during the draft, and you guys can talk about what's going on in the IRL draft, especially in the early rounds and whatnot. Anyway, you have number 28, Jordan Walker, Zach Walker,
You're exactly right.
Red Hood, whatever you want to call him, he's in there. Number 28
Remember, they did put points on the board
3 points is 3
as a
points.
tight end, and even though he didn't have a lot of catches, the ones he got in the Green Bay game
Here's 1st and 10.
were significant because they were 2 first down conversions. They get past one guy, but Elliott, I should say, gets only 3 yards.
Dust. In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Prescott hands it off, but he ran into his own man, and it allowed Minnesota to stop him 3 yards short. Now this is important. Can Minnesota get the stop? Of course, if you're Dallas, you want to keep going.
How about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Your favorite players for the Cowboys? Yeah, we'll see what they do. And, and another catch, and another first down.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Great completion there to Gallup.
First down. Pretty good location there on that throw.
It really was, wasn't it? That was likely one where the receiver was either going to catch it or no one. Really good decision.
Wow, Gallup had to bend over to get that ball, and no one was close to him until it was too late. All right, first and 10 at the 49.
First down, Prescott.
And well, he had it to Jordan Walker, but he couldn't hold on to it as he was hit just as he caught it. But he couldn't hold on to it.
And see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands. Guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper.
He gets a completion, but it's only for 1 yard. Now 3rd and 9 as we go to the 2-minute warning.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2.
Of course, if you're the Cowboys, you definitely want to get another score to make it much tougher for Minnesota to come back as the game progresses.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman.
So it's up to Minnesota to get a stop somehow, some way. Prescott going to run, and he gets the first down and then some. But they get the fumble.
And the Vikings pick up the football.
And, well, gets forced out of bounds, but Minnesota got a fumble.
Let's be frank.
They needed that one. If you're Minnesota, and if you were Dallas, you had it, but you couldn't hold on to it, and Waynes takes it away, and now Minnesota has the ball back. And it was Smith who forced it, and Waynes was the one who recovered it.
Comes Minnesota. It's been very much a slow start for them.
And then, of course, we have that glitch that always happens. I don't know why the glitch does that. It's kind of stupid, but thankfully it doesn't break the game. So now Minnesota has a starting position of the 44-yard line, just before the halfway point.
Good starting field position for the Vikings.
So now Minnesota
gets,
Dallas gets a turnover of its own, and that's not good for them.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Complete.
They get the completion.
That throw good for 4.
Good enough for 4 yards. That's not bad.
Many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line. 2nd and 6.
And Jinku's going to run.
An alley to run.
And he's going to slide before he gets hit and possibly lose the ball. So Jinku did a good job running.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Great run there by Jinku. So now it's 1st and 10 at the 36 with
from the 36
with
now,
a minute and counting.
And now
But they're going to take a timeout.
We're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Ready.
36 yards, a minute and a second, 61 seconds left to go. Here we go.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop the throw.
He gets it, and ooh, he almost could have broken away,
now
but
the
they'll call the timeout.
Second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55
So they are
seconds
now
to
at the
go
15-yard
until
line.
halftime.
And that was to Stephon Diggs, who got it for 21 yards. Ooh. Let me drink some more.
First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15.
55 seconds.
They'll drop to throw.
He gets a completion, and they get to the 9-yard line.
Inside the 10 as he's brought down
Now it's
at
2nd
the
and 4.
9. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
And that was to Thielen. And of course, Thielen wanting to gain redemption after fumbling, after fumbling a pass that led to
6 yards was the pickup on the last
that led to a Dallas field goal. Here we go. And Jinku's going to run himself, and he gets the 1st down.
Exactly what they had in mind,
But they still have a timeout to use. Are they going to use it?
Offensively, they like their situation.
They will use it
so they tried
at
to
16
take a
seconds
shot
left.
downfield, but no one was open, so it was tuck it in run time.
So Jinku gets a 1st down, and they are at the, I think it's 6-yard line? No, 4-yard line, sorry. But 4 yards separates them from tying the game, possibly. I say possibly because there's the point after touchdown that you got to complete. But first things first, they got to get the job done here.
1st and goal. He'll drop to throw.
And did he get it? Rudolph, the non-red-nosed reindeer, gets the catch and the touchdown. Minnesota.
The first half is winding down as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
So Rudolph, the non-red-nosed reindeer, got it, and
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game.
I don't know what else to say except that was a great catch.
Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man.
Well, I don't know if he's a beautiful man, but
down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision.
Okay, so the call was that the receiver had possession and got the touchdown, but they're going to verify to see if it is in fact a touchdown or if it was out of bounds. And if it's out of bounds, then it will not be a touchdown, and Minnesota will have to go again.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed.
And in fact, it is verified as a touchdown. So the call will stand, and Minnesota will kick the point after touchdown. They got to make this, though. Cannot stress this enough. They do. So now it's a tie game. With 13 seconds left to go in the first half. So now we'll see if Dallas is going to make a play, or if they're just going to, take it in for the half and just go into the half. So Minnesota, they were down by 10-0, and now they came back to force a 10-10 tie. But again, it's not over. It really is not over now. They forced a fumble, which led to a touchdown the other way. They needed that.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2.
And, well, they get to about the 25-yard line, which is the average starting position you normally get. All right. We'll see if Prescott can redeem himself for his sake. And we'll see if, Zach Walker, Jordan Walker, whatever you wish to call him, number 28, can help his team.
And then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play call
They
is just feeling it right now.
fake the handoff. Another run, although I'm not sure if he got enough for the first down. No, he did not. A yard short of the first down. But still.
Let's get out of here. Tie game will just start all over.
So Dallas has their timeouts. They can use them. So now they have 4 seconds left to run another play.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
4 seconds, possibly the last play. He's going to get the first down, but they're out of time to move any further.
So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break.
So that's going to be the end of the quarter and the end of the first half. So there we go. Cat talk.
Coach,
we thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. But they are all even to this point. So to see if either side can pull away, let's get you right back out to Brandon and Charles for the start of the second half.
Incredible. Anyway, there's the catch the pass to Rudolph the non-red-nosed reindeer. Or actually, no, I got a better one. Rudolph the football reindeer. That's what he's going to be called, the football reindeer. And then let's see. Tomorrow, I think the next game I'm going to be doing is NBA, given that I haven't played that in a while. And also, I want to complete the first round, because the first round alone is going to take the longest time, without question.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was
and recently I ordered a new capture device, as the one I've had was 5 years old. All right, so Dallas is going to get the ball back. I mean, they kicked it off to Minnesota to start the game, and they get the ball back right here. Bulls for the championship. We'll see what happens. Anyway, Prescott.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half.
Yeah. Now you just have to. Now it's just a matter of, can you stop Dallas from scoring? I mean, a field goal doesn't kill you, but a touchdown probably could. Especially if they try to take off as much time off the clock as they possibly can. But we'll see what happens. They pitch it. And Elliott, I don't think he got very far. And in fact, he actually lost a yard. Yep, that's a tackle for loss for, I think that was Rhodes who got him.
Extra beef, they want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter.
Wait, was that Rhodes?
Yeah, we saw the result.
Yeah, Rhodes. No relation, of course, to Cody, Dustin, and Dusty Rhodes. Also, hello, Nicole. Or unless you're saying hello to, Jinku. But anyway, welcome. Anyway, great to see Nicole. They handed off again, but they were not fooled. Minnesota was not fooled, and that was a no gain.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next
But I will tell you one thing, Jinku, if you were to get off to an awful start against the Chiefs, yeah, good luck trying to get back here.
You're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well
over you're watching the Hall of Fame?
He's a big man. And he will find his man on the outside.
Anyway, a catch by Red Hood, Jordan Walker, but he falls short of the first down, so.
But I think it was almost like a check down
so now
wasn't it?
The Cowboys will have to punt it away.
Yeah, get into that big frame.
So yeah, so as you can see, look how big he is. Look at the size of that man. Look at the size of Walker. He's huge, and yet he has some really good hands. The Bella Twins just finished their speech.
Now comes the Cowboys punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team.
All right, so they punted away. And wait a minute.
And a nice job
They down it
here
at
to
the
down this
5.
one right on the
I'll tell you one
5-yard
thing.
line.
That is how you flip
That's a
field
great
position.
special
That's an
teams
absolute
play for
bomb
Dallas
of a
because
punt.
now they pin
Downs it
them
inside the
at the
5-yard
5. So,
line. Absolutely
yeah.
ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get
Jinku,
down
you
inside
got
the
your work
15,
cut out for you,
inside
man.
the 5. Superb. There he
So
is,
far,
the
10
man
for
taking
13
the snaps
for
under
99
center,
yards.
heading out for the next possession.
And a touchdown. So while the yards is not that impressive, but then again, it is, early in the second half. But
pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't.
it doesn't tell the
Not
whole
until you
story.
balance it
Do the
with
stats.
the error
Stats can only
side,
tell you so
you know?
much.
And in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people.
I mean,
would
when
call
you
this
watch the
almost
game
like a
or listen to
pedestrian
it,
game,
that's when you know.
A bus driver game. But that's just really wrong. Being a bus
They
driver
handed
is a
off.
good thing if you're running
And
a football team.
I don't know if they got enough for. Did they get enough? No, they didn't. It's second and inches, but they at least have more cushion now than they did before.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the
Second and
offensive linemen
inches.
creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And they do get the first. Wait a minute!
Ball's out. It's
Fumble!
picked up by the Cowboys. And
Wow!
possession coming up in the red
That's
zone
another
at the
fumble.
17-yard line. So the defense there.
Wow, Cook
opportunistic.
fumbled the ball. How did this happen? Oh, wow, that was number 54 who hit him on the side. And now it ended up in the hands of Bennett.
In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
Oh, my gosh.
As they head to the field now,
It feels
when the
weird,
game
WrestleMania
gets
week.
close,
I guess now
you
it's starting on
gotta feel there's a
Tuesday
sense
and
of
non-stop.
urgency
Yeah,
going on
definitely.
offense right now.
A
But
lot
they
of
have to do it
WWE stuff.
without letting panic creep in and affect
Well,
their play.
if you can hold them to a field goal, you still have a chance. But if they score, you pretty much have your work cut out for you without question. They hand it off. And Elliott, Elliott gets that's a loss of yards. Waynes gets a tackle for loss.
Even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Well, of course, if you're Dallas, this is an opportunity of a lifetime. You had one you had one in the first half. Now you get this one. Can you convert on this one? A fumble, but this time Dallas gets it back, but they lose a lot of yards because of it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free. But a teammate comes
I mean, they forced another fumble,
like,
but
it's almost like baseball.
But at least for Dallas, they recovered this one though. Oh yeah, that's right. They couldn't have the Andre the Giant Battle Royal because of what happened. Because of the big thing.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position. A real threat.
I mean, I'm pretty sure they could do it now, and they are.
From the gun.
But we didn't know what was going to happen, and well, they get a completion, but not even close to a first down. The Warrior Award now, awesome.
One opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety,
and of course, Walker proved himself to be tough to get down. Yeah, look at that. They struggled taking him down, but once he went down, yeah, he went down like a ton of bricks. So we'll see if Dallas can get another field goal. But that has to be terrible if you're Dallas to get 2 golden opportunities to bust this game open and you get only 6 points.
And Forbath will put this one through, and they will take the
and they
lead
do in fact get 6 points on that. So now it's not out of reach, obviously.
Fumble recovery when they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce.
Yeah.
Always.
So So, of course, Minnesota still has a chance to win. It's now just going to come down to not turning the ball over, making first downs, and at least getting close enough to get a field goal of your own. If not, getting a touchdown and taking the lead. So here we go. And they get to the 27-yard line. That's not bad.
A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over.
So Dalvin
again.
Cook has 33 yards, but he has that fumble, and that fumble ultimately costed him 3 points and gave it to Dallas, and that's why Dallas is in the lead right now.
That is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants
so now
to advance the ball
Gikoga,
through the air.
Jinku trying to get the troops ready.
Ready. 30 base.
Titus World slide.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still
trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook.
So Dalvin Cook with a little bit of yards, not too many. Unfortunately, he only got one.
Sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
2nd and 9.
They run it again with Cook.
They run it again, but this time he gets all the way to the first down and makes sure he holds on to the ball this time.
10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
I'll tell you one thing. Whoever does win this game is going to have a tough test against Kansas City without question. But it's all a matter of just getting it done. He's going to run. And he manages to get past the first down, and he does get the first down. And Jinku's like, is that all you got?
Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
You can't stop this, Barton.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49.
So far, Dak Prescott has not gotten a touchdown. They get a run for Cook. They only get 2 yards on that one. But that's going to end the third quarter as we go into the 4th and final one. And this is a big possession for Minnesota because if Minnesota's going to win, they got to go down the field, score the touchdown, and if they score the touchdown, not leave as much time for Dallas to respond and take back the lead. And if you tie it, obviously you want to make sure that there's not enough time for them to get a field goal of their own, much less a touchdown. But first, let's get to this. Jinku, unfortunately, he got caught. He got caught by Lawrence. DeMarcus Lawrence, that's the one guy you had to watch out for, especially when it came to blocking. And just when Jinku was about to make a run for it, Lawrence saw what he was going to do and stopped him cold in his tracks before Jinku could make a run for it. So yeah, that young man is very, very smart. So he knows what he's doing in there.
The Vikings on 3rd down.
So now it's 3rd and 15. This is a huge one. They need 15 yards in order to keep going.
They'll look to throw here.
And they got it. They got it to Diggs. That's a huge play. I mean, just when you thought Dallas was going to get force the punt, Diggs with a huge play and a great throw by Jinku.
Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So they get to about, I want to say, the 33. Let's take a look. Oh, I'm sorry, the 28. All right, not a problem. Not a problem, Mr. Walter Johnson.
First and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Now back to throw.
And another throw. Oh, well, thankfully he didn't catch it cleanly and then dropped it. No, he didn't even have it. But that could have been very, very bad.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot.
All right, so less than 4 minutes. They give it to Cook, but he does not get very far. In fact, he only gets 1 yard on that.
Well, they had that one
3rd and 9.
Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz?
So Minnesota is in field goal position to tie the game, but obviously they want to get this and get that touchdown. Let's see what happens. Big play for both teams. They get it, and they get the first down. Thielen with another catch. 5 receptions, 50 yards.
How many times we say it? I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
This quarterback now.
All right, 3:10 and counting.
It's 1st and 10.
At the 16, first and 10.
Now
They hand it off to Cook this time, but at this point, Dallas is well aware of this, so yeah, obviously Dallas knew what was coming and they stopped it, and they get a tackle for loss.
Back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything, change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
A rare misstep on that last
Can I
play,
just
'cause the
stop
drive
heading
has
off?
been
I want
strong, but now
to
it's 2nd
pass,
and 12.
please.
Here's a play fake.
A play fake.
He's got Smith here.
And, well, they didn't get the initial tackle, but they got the second one, and they get 2 yards on that one. But the important thing is that but of course they were forced out of bounds, so that stops the clock. Now it's just a matter of, can they get another first down conversion on a 3rd down? Titus's speech just ended. Anyway, good catch there by Smith Jr. and also getting some positive yardage, but it was not enough.
Big play coming up. Here's
16 yards at the 16-yard line, 3rd and 10.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw.
They get the completion, but short of a first down.
And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line.
So now you got a big decision. Do you try to go for it?
Understanding the game,
or
understanding positioning, and tackling.
Do you just take the field goal
after catches? I think we just saw that
and try to stop him and go to sudden death? That's the question.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game.
Can they make this? He does. It's now 13-13 with 2:03 left to go. So now it's just a matter of, can the Vikings get this? Can they get the ball back? Can they stop Dallas and get the ball back? And can Dallas retake the lead? Time will only tell. Yeah, but there's still 2 minutes plus for Dallas to go back down the field and kick a field goal just to take it back.
All square now at 13-all as he sends this one away. Fielded about a yard deep.
No mention of the Titus world. Yeah.
And he'll be brought
all right, so
down
that's
at
the 2-minute warning.
Make it the 24-yard line.
All right, so they'll start at the 24. That's not bad.
Tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
So Dallas has to go from the 24 all the way to all the way to at least field goal position if they want to take the lead and possibly win this. If you're Minnesota, you want to back them up as much as you can.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. The completion good.
NWO now.
Second down.
All right, so they get 3 yards on that one, 2nd and 7.
Gotta find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Prescott urging his guys to go quickly. They need
so now
to get up and set.
Jinku, all he can do is hope that the defense comes through.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And a completion to Zach Walker. They only get 3 more yards on that one.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
3rd and 4.
Prescott.
They get the first down.
Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of
So
options in their
Dallas
play
has all
calling
3 timeouts
and
to
where they
use
target
if they
on the
should
field.
use
They
it.
can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use
All
their
right.
timeouts.
First down now, but the clock continues to move.
And Prescott going to run.
He's got a first down and then some.
And he gets the first down and gets past midfield.
34-yard line.
Now the question is, are they going to use a timeout?
You can do that instead. First down,
They will.
18-yard gain. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
31 seconds left. But now Dallas is within or getting close to field goal range, so if you're Minnesota, you've got to be worried about that. If you're Dallas, obviously the worst thing you can do is throw a pick 6.
Now Prescott. They'll set up the screen.
They got a screen pass, but that results in a loss of 5 yards. That's a tackle for loss.
49.
And Dallas will be forced to burn another timeout. 26 seconds left.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play.
All right, here we go.
Facing a 2nd and long. Here's
Prescott. Oh, he's going to launch it.
And he's in for the
You got to be kidding me. A touchdown.
final seconds.
Wow.
They just likely won this thing in regulation.
What a hell of a catch by Amari Cooper.
Highlight shows tonight the home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like
Wow.
being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through.
Amari
all
Cooper
the way through.
jumped
Go
up,
ahead and throw one more up there.
caught
Why
it,
not?
Been a
and
great
landed
game,
in
and we are
the
not
landed
done
in the
yet.
end zone. And I think, and oh my gosh, Thielen is throwing a fit. But then again, and Jinku trying to console him. Then again, I would probably be throwing a fit too if
Now
if our defense muffed it up, and they did. They couldn't hold on, and now Dallas is now 19 seconds away from winning this. So now Minnesota has that much time to try to come back and hit a home run ball of their own. Anything short of that, and it's over. And for Jinku, I have to imagine he's got to be sick. Although I'm not sure what happened to Jordan. I'm hoping Jordan's okay. Red Hood. Hopefully he's all right, but I mean, if he was here, he would be going nuts right now in a good way. And why would he? I mean, Dallas exceeded expectations. So they'll start off at the 27-yard line, so they have 16 seconds to try to tie it. It's Jinku, I don't know what else to tell you, man. I'm just, I'm sad for you, man, because you played a great game.
And then maybe take that shot deep.
But, you know, turnovers on the part of Cook and a blocked field goal at the very start of the game that gave them that touchdown to start off with. You know, the turnovers, that's what's killed you guys.
It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Here's Cook,
and they run it, and they get a big chunk of yardage, and they'll have to call a timeout, and they do. You have to do it.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
So, yeah, if you're Dallas, the one thing you don't want to do is give up that touchdown. You can live with anything else, but a touchdown is the only thing that could hurt you.
One play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
But either way, as far as Jinku is concerned,
he's back to throw. He's going to
wait,
let it fly.
Jinku.
Oh, a crusher there as it's
wait, what happened there? Oh, Jones actually ended up with the ball. It actually went through the hands of, I didn't see who it was. It went through the hands of Thielen, but it ended up in the hands of Jones, and if that was not it, it's over now. Yeah, because Thielen, it went through his hands, but Jones ended up with it and stayed inbounds, because if he was out of bounds, that would have been an incompletion. But instead, Dallas has it, and now they can just simply run out the clock. So Dallas has also upsetted the Vikings, though it's not as impressive as the Green Bay upset.
If they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly
but for Jinku, I don't know what to tell you, man, except that you played as well as you could have played.
Little clock management 101.
The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
So basically, Jinku played, without a doubt, a great game. It's just the rest of his team messed it up. And this is a classic example of one player. You could be the best player on your team, but if your team sucks as a whole, you're not going to get very far. And while Jinku should be commended for getting the Vikings to the second round.
For the Dallas Cowboys.
For Dallas.
Allowing just 3 points, that lone
well, first of all, I got to give
half.
credit to Jinku to make it as far as he did. Jeff Heath is the player of the game. He had 4 tackles, but more importantly, he had that fumble recovery in which he took back the other way to score a touchdown, and that's why he is the player of the game. But for Jinku, he has nothing to be ashamed of. It's just the rest of his team let him down, and that's what happened. And for Dallas, the fact that they have exceeded expectations, they I honestly thought that they would get destroyed at the hands of the Dallas Cowboys. Or I'm sorry, that the Dallas Cowboys would be destroyed at the hands of the Packers, and this just goes to show that it's one on the field. It's not one on paper. So Jinku had a great game, 142 yards, whereas Dak Prescott only had 81 yards and a slightly higher completion percentage. And of course, while Jinku has an interception, this was like late in the game, and he had to make a pass that he normally would probably never make if, you know, his team was either up or they were tied and they needed just to go down the field without having to worry about the clock. Both guys had a touchdown. And Dalvin Cook, although he had a good game, he had that fumble, and that's what killed him. That's what killed him. Like, him, Prescott, Elliott, and Jinku, they all had fumbles. And Thielen, if I can if I can look, there we go. Did he have a fumble? Well, it doesn't show if he fumbled anything. But anyway, he had 50 yards. And Jordan Walker, i.e. Red Hood, had 3 catches for 14 yards. That's not bad. And of course, Kyle Rudolph, had the touchdown, as did Randall Cobb, or I'm sorry, that's someone else. Sorry. Amari Cooper. This was the guy that put the game away for good when he caught that big pass, which led to a touchdown, and that's just what ultimately hurt him. And then defensively, this is where Jeff Heath became the player of the game with 8 sacks total, which one of them was a tackle for loss, excuse me. And he had, a fumble recovery, there it is, for 66 fumble return yards and a touchdown. Trey Waynes also had a fumble recovery, but for 19 yards. So those are just some of the stats that led to the score that we got. So, Jinku, I don't know if you have anything to say about it, but if you do, you can tell me. Other than the fact that I will say that you had a great game. But for everyone else, I hope you guys had a good time. And in fact, those 2 games were just so crazy. I mean, like, you had so many fumbles, and you know, like you had fumbles and blocked punts, blocked field goal attempts. Just a lot of crazy things that can happen. So here is officially the Final Four. The Buccaneers will take on the San Francisco 49ers, and the Kansas City Chiefs will take on the Dallas Cowboys. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much, Clinton. So it's safe to say that one of those teams was not expected to make a deep run, but they did. And for the Titans, it's the end of the line. And the same could be said for Jinku and the Vikings, but for Jinku, we will find out what's going to happen on season 5, because again, we'll have a player draft, so we'll definitely see Jinku drafted. The question is where they're going to be drafted. I don't know. We'll find out when we do. So. That's going to do it for our show. I hope you guys enjoyed. I had a fun time. I really did. And, well, so I do have the NBA planned, and I want to make sure I finish it ASAP, and then what else? Well, I'll get back to you guys when we do that. But other than that, have a great night, and I will see you guys next time. And also enjoy the Hall of Fame if you're watching that. So, from all of us here, have a great night, and enjoy the show. I hope you enjoyed it. Peace.